Howdy to you. How are you all?
Very fine. Hey, listen, Betty, I'm really sorry that you are not able to find any work these days. Three movies in about a year and a half.
Yeah.
Too bad about you.
Yeah, it's been tough.
But, you'll come through this like you have other crises in your life, I'm sure.
Yeah.
In Fletch, you went through a lot of disguises. And I'm just wondering, in your own personal life, Betty, has there ever been, some sort of fantasy thing that you have wanted to do, like being Baryshnikov or something of that type?
I dress up like Baryshnikov in my own home in the mornings. And I just can't dance as well. But no, I don't have too many. I'm relatively happy with who I am. I don't have any fantasies of being Baryshnikov or anybody else for that matter. No. Lovely guy though.
Do you have any career fantasies, like things that you want to eventually do, work with Olivier or something great like that?
As a matter of fact, I would like to work with Olivier. I understand that he's ill, but at some point I'd love to work with a guy like that. I think he's one of the great comedians, and I say that quite seriously. I haven't fantasized about it. Again, I don't live in a world of fantasy, and it's enough to be on the screen and do it. But I had hoped for years to work with my old friend Danny Aykroyd, and I'm just completing a picture with him. So things do tend to come true if you work at them.
Right. In real life, Teddy, have you ever used disguises, like when you want to go out and you don't want to be recognized, you mobbed by fans and so forth, do you still do all that?
No, I didn't. Just wanted you to think I did.
Well, I was looking for those things, Teddy. But to step back to the question, in real life, do you ever use disguises to go out among the public?
No. No, I don't. My makeup man has threatened to make a mustache for me. I have a pair of teeth, which are the teeth I use in Fletch, but they look so awful that my wife won't let me go out with them on. I wear hats. Frankly, people don't bother me that much. It depends on where we go. We're not hounded very often in Los Angeles because I think they're used to seeing people with funny teeth on. I'm getting a signal. I wasn't sure what it was. Oh.
This movie, I think that some people might possibly want to draw comparisons between this character, Fletch, and Inspector Clouseau, and the Peter Sellers,
Yeah.
Inspector Clouseau.
That would be very flattering.
Does that bother you?
Oh, it would be very flattering to me. I mean, I don't think they're anything alike. I think Peter Sellers' character was, marvelously different, and mostly he was the butt of the humor, and he was doing all the physical pratfalls, and there's a lot of physicality in those Blake Edward films that we don't try to do in Fletch, although there's a great deal of my own kind in Fletch. But I can't draw a real comparison. They're very different characters. I'd be very flattered to have worked with Peter.
At first, I understand you turned down Fletch, and I'm wondering when you finally said yes.
No, I didn't turn it down.
That's the report I got.
Oh, really? Well, I'm telling you the truth. I never turned it down.
Yeah, there's an article out now that says you turned it down
No.
years ago.
No.
Some more of that lousy reporting.
I guess so, yeah.
You wanted to do it, Fletch, from the beginning.
Well, 2 years ago we started doing it, and I'd never turned it down. I became interested in it when Alan Greisman, who produced it, came to me with it and said, let's get a good writer, and I said right then and there, let's give it a shot, see what we can come up with. No one had ever come to me before with a proposal for Fletch.
I'm wondering, since you are the king of wisecracks, what's going to happen the first time Sid or your new little baby, when she grows up, what's going to happen the first time the kids give you some kind of wiseacre answer?
I'll slap him around, keep them in their place.
You won't strike the line?
Oh, I'll steal the line. That's better. I'll steal the line.
Of course, anyone who has children, life changes dramatically. But as your life is changing, what's the good of it and what is the bad of it?
Well, the worst part is that as I work harder, I get to see less of my family. But I'm through a long year and a half of work the end of this week, and I'll be able to sit back and enjoy the films that I've made coming out and just be with my family. That's really the only downside to doing what I do. I really like doing what I do, and I love being home, too. And so you have to make a compromise. I don't like being away from home. I don't think I'll be doing a lot of films this far away from home in the future without taking the family with me.
That's just what I was going to say, Teddy. A lot of people in your situation just pack up the family and take them along. Have you tried to do that?
A lot of people don't think very clearly, though, either. Children at a very young age like to be home and get to know their friends, and they begin to understand how to socialize at the ages of 2 and 3. It's not good to necessarily just drag them away from there just on your own whim. I don't think that's the right way to do things. So it really depends on the age of the kids and what your home life is like, and many different things. I give those things a lot of thought. I, at this time, love our home, and so does my wife, and so do our children. And we will travel together, but I don't think to just on any given film take them off to Europe or take them out of school and away from their friends when they're just learning to make friends is a good idea.
What kind of childhood did you have? Was it pretty normal and pretty secure, or did it have ups and downs?
Oh, it was like anybody's. It had its ups and its downs. It's a good childhood. I'm still here. I imagine it was. I'm a pretty happy guy.
Okay, what do you think contributed to this after-all kind of character you produced?
Well, I think partly my upbringing. I mean, I have very intelligent, funny relatives. My father and my brother, most particularly, are big influences on me, and my grandparents. So I think that much of growing up with that kind of perspective has contributed a great deal to the choices I've made.
Are you the only one who has become a professional actor, entertainer?
Yes, as far as I hope and know, I am, yeah. The rest of them are academes and lawyers and whatnot, writers.
You never wanted to go that route?
Well, I was a writer at first before I became a performer.
Right, but I mean, you never wanted to be a teacher?
I wanted to be a physician, actually, for a while, and I was pre-med, but I decided against it.
Well, at least you get to live out that fantasy in Fletch, don't you?
Very briefly. Pathology, yeah.
Well, Teddy, continue to have a good stay in London, and it's nice talking with you here in Dallas-Fort Worth, and we hope you have the very best of success with Fletch.
Well, thank you, and I love Dallas and Fort Worth.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
So we're just trying to move your eye line just a little bit over this way. They just want to let you know. We were fine.
My eye line, I'm looking at the camera.
Yeah.